have a good even start at like 9:30?
No.
Just right now, let's go.
What
Okay,
is
okay.
what is this symmetrical looking time you're talking about? It's...
But it fills the void of OCD.
Oh. Well if that's what you
No
need,
one's
that's okay.
OCD in this world.
Akuda? But if it's important to you, oh my gosh, why is Cloud picture so cute?
I know, it's such the opposite of the picture I drew. I saw it, I was like, who the fuck is this person? I'm like, oh, right, they weren't just like a monstrosity.
Oh gosh, Liam saw it. No. Wait,
Too
why is
bad,
there
like,
why did you guys write Liam twice? Get
where's
it?
Liam?
Cause there's two tokens, one says Liam and one says loser.
I know exactly who or why.
And then
Think about it. Think deep back on Liam and Loser together.
Liam and loser. Oh, did you call Gakuatu a loser? That's not nice.
No.
Also, premium. Oh, so good. Love. Why is he the best token here? That's not fair.
Because of the glasses.
Yeah, love it.
That was my touch. Thank you very much. Yeah,
That's
we finally got
amazing.
tokens.
And then Roman Porter, Robin Child, Fiona. My boy.
How are
They
you
may all
doing,
be
Revenge
reused
of King?
tokens, but they are
Kindly
tokens.
Hello.
Very good. They're telling the story right now. Telling the story.
It's gonna be Nononoke.
But you did remind me of something that I forgot, and I feel bad. But I don't think we've even seen him on screen for longer than 10 seconds. So
Who?
Oh, okay. My nerd?
Kusu.
Is he not loser or no? I'm confused.
Nah. Don't you know? It's like, I don't want to give it too big of spoilers because, like,
What?
you'll be like, oh.
I would go Oh,
Doing
fine.
good.
Well, but
Sleep people good.
you can't just have a token
Woke
up
up.
and expect me to just like, oh yeah, just don't.
And then D&D.
Just
D&D's always
don't pay
good.
attention to this token. I can't do that.
Alright. They go like a pair. If...
Is
Hmm?
it Pio's husband?
If Nina was a planet, she'd have 2 moons, right?
Okay. I mean that can't be. That's there's no way that's. There's no way that's Tamza.
Your second husbando? The one that you put yourself in horror in.
Wait, why does he have a token though? Oh jeez.
Because he's a loser off in the corner. I kept on not scoring.
Okay, all right. Interesting. There's no reason he should be up here. It's not like we're gonna meet him ever. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Did all of your drawings die though? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I always found the old Liam drawing hilarious.
The
They're in the
Leon
spa.
one, the old one was great.
Oh, they're in the spa. They live in the spa now. Okay.
Yeah. They retired to the spa.
Nice. They're retired. You could sell that.
Now we
art.
have actual tokens to represent them, which isn't just like chicken scratch.
Awesome.
Done with a mouse. And now I can do more chicken scratch done with my mouse, and Cloud looks like a real person, not just a
Cloud is
horrible
like
Final
monstrosity.
Fantasy ripoff.
Final Fantasy.
You called them Farmer Cloud, despite the fact that they weren't actually a farmer. They were just dressed like one.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I called them. I thought they were. The book
No,
of
they're like item restoration.
Before, after, before, after.
But were they holding a scythe, or was that just in our? Was
No,
that
no,
my
that's a plow. That's a hoe because it's a farmer cloud. I thought they were a farmer.
It's a
They were
hoe.
described farmer like.
Oh, they used to be a farmer, I think, right? Before they came here. I think that's how I got that. I think. Anyways, that's still on me for not paying enough attention. Yeah.
He was mentioned like once, so.
Me and Cloud are kind of besties. Unless she stabs me in the back, which I'll just be impressed, honestly.
Oh wow, you stole my book about my parents as well? Did you even look at your parents' name once like Roman gave it to you?
Yeah, it's Chupolo and Jbex, and I don't know who's who, or which one would be a mom or a dad, or if they were.
Maybe you have two dads.
Well, yeah, or maybe a Yuki. I might have two Yukis.
Oh, that's all awesome. I hope you do. That would be great having two dads.
Yeah.
You're expecting too much out of the server.
That is a TJ backstory. The server would totally give TJ two dads.
It's a TJ backstory. He definitely has two dads. Ouch!
What?
Help! I can't get up.
How is that? There's no like negativity there. It's all positivity.
No, I mean, except for Remy. He just wanted one dad.
He just wanted one dad. He got two. Yeah.
He got two, and
two dads going through a divorce.
One's
not even a good fun plot line.
Oh. Freaking lab dad. Oh, he's my grudge match. Oh my, what am I doing? Sorry, I have to put Remy in now. That's my grudge match. We're killing lab dad. Okay,
You're killing
cool.
lab dad? Yeah.
We're killing lab dad. Actually, yeah. Oh my gosh. I'll add that. I actually should figure out who's going where still, but yeah. Freaking lab dad. Ugh.
Oh, hey, look, it's almost like 9:30, the time we said we're gonna start. Golly. Are y'all ready? Do you have the recap pulled up? I gotta get to a blank spot so I can chicken scratch this.
I think. Oh, Nito went to church. You went to visit Domo, Raygoth, and Roman's with you. And I was there for 2 days. So we might have to pick up where you guys are? Maybe?
I think it's gonna be a bit of time skip for me. Who knows?
I foresee a bit of time skip in the future.
I think I'd like a time skip too.
But I'm already. Oh fuck! That's what. Sorry, I just remembered that I wanted to like record like things for like.
Nina's father was a priest and her mother was a servant.
Yeah. I remember I wrote that in backstory, but I don't know if my backstory is only so reliable because my memory is really bad.
That it. Which one sounds like a priest name?
Chupolo or Jbex? Maybe Jbex.
Either work.
No, but Chupolo sounds more. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't even know how she got the name Nina, if they even got a chance to name her or not.
She just found it on a lotto machine and was like, I'm Nina. It's like, no, that's my gacha system. Will you help me? No. But I will help you. I am a psychic person. What?
I got the
slightest bit of doubt? I will now betray you.
I got the animation ready.
Ooh.
It's Nina goes to church.
Are you ready for the definite recap? Do you want to deliver it, or do you want me to deliver it?
I don't have brain cells right now. I'm sorry. I mean, I do, but it's mainly for survival function. I'm so sorry.
It's up to you, Justin.
Please and thank you.
Last time on Nononoke.
Insert flashes of bright light. Bam! Title screen. Last time.
After receiving the bad luck amulet from Kamshi, the group started to suspect something was amiss. It had seemed that the magical items held by the party, including oneself, being Odamu and Kamshi, was starting to develop a form of black rust that could only be described as void. With no real idea what it was, Ryu attempted to meditate on it, to heal, only to realize that poking it only agitated it to grow further. This was troublesome. With Kamshi wishing to go investigate the God of Eternal Service, Nina and Liam would leave Roman in the care of Ryu. While in his care, Ryu would ask about life and what it was that Roman wanted. He learned that Roman wanted to be free. Everywhere he felt like he went, he was in a cage, and he didn't really have a whole lot of defense in order to get him out of the cage. He's never had friends, and this excursion, he was feeling a little bit of that taste of the freedom he so wanted. Ryu gave him a choice. Become a student, but to become a student he would have to leave the darkness. He didn't have to make it right away, but it was one that the kid seemed willing to take. That, Ryu invited him to come to the meeting with Ragoff. Perhaps he might learn something about being a leader from there. The meeting is met with immediate battle. Ragoff almost seemed impenetrable. He was either really hard to hit through some sort of unnatural defensive ability that created his skin like armor, or he simply did not take weapon damage and was immune to the sword. With Ragoff cleansing himself of grapple, he went in for the kill only to realize that he had been mistaken. Ryu was not the assassin he thought he was. Instead, just a monk. The two exchanged some words, and it was learned that Ragoff attended at least a portion of training at the temple. The same temple Ryu came from. Ragoff simply did not wear his belt, however. Ragoff followed the concept of balance, and described it as not neutrality, but instead serving both forces of good and evil at the same time. Since he had already served the force of evil, he was not going to immediately band out the small child, Porter, or Roman, in the corner. But assume they were to catch eyes again, he would have no choice but to act on that fully. As the two leave, Ragoff mentions that he should not have run away and abandoned his family, the Vionas. Roman responds that he didn't really abandon anyone, nor really was he running away. Meanwhile, the party of three made a pit stop at the Little Sun Temple. This temple was run by a priest by the name of Hayo, someone that Nina has visited countless of times. incredibly fanatic, and filled with the brimming love of the sun. She allowed the place to be a sanctuary. When informed about the growing surge magical energy, she mentioned that her husband, or implied husband, was already looking into it. Nina looked into herself, calming and building upon it, to make a prayer to the sun, only to be granted a vision. A snowy land, with a large frozen lake, a small building, an army, Ryu standing at its helm. A red army approaches, large, and Nina running away with a small figure. When Nina awoken, 2 days had passed. Whatever was to be interpreted from this would have to come in time. But Nina had the feeling like this had to happen. This was a do or die moment.
I just realized that probably happened. I finished my shiz. I did the intro.
I like the Buster Sword. It's cool.
Thank you. It was like the quickest, fastest thing I could draw.
Good intro too.
I feel like the quality went down. I'm sorry, your husbando turned into just a +1. I really like Kamshi's drawing.
Which one?
Jars 4 eyes?
Scroll down. No, they have a mustache. I mean, what? No, it's regular. It's regular. It's regular Kamshi. Definitely not just a man wearing a mustache.
I love that you made our character.
Oh, Master
smile,
Loud,
too.
hello, I'm Drake, since I can say hi.
That's a good mustache.
Sorry, what?
I love that you made Rio and Nina smiling. I like it.
There, I expanded the mustache a little bit just to.
I like.
Thank you. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they just have a mustache. I mean, it's Kamshi. Totally Kamshi. Yes, hello. It is not me, man wearing mustache.
I'm pretty sure that's snow, actually.
Meaning we either got a year, but this shit's gonna go down real quickly.
It's not okay.
Hmm?
Both. It's not an okay. It's clearly both.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, you
thank
know,
you
we'll
for
time
expanding
skip and it will already be like winter. We'll be standing there. We'll have no idea what the hell's going on. Alright, let's get into this, shall we?
The actual pictures.
There we go, because the clone that's not a clone definitely has the minigun somehow. There we go. Kamshi. Totally the real Kamshi.
Totally the real Kamshi, with Gatling gun and all. Still a ghost.
The trail back to just outside the Darkness headquarters was easy make with flight. The mountain range was rather unhospitable, at least in this area. For countless generations, these mountains were known to host demons. They said that large demon encampments set up and attacked the local provinces. However, thanks to the sacred lands of Hinika, most of the time they never made much progress to the north, thus funneled south. It is long deep-seated in Trolimba's history. The demons in this area are more of a nuisance, but also a threat to life. Darkness quarters set up here was good because very rarely did forces of anyone travel into these mountains. Not only were they stigmatized, but they were hard to travel. A lot of large drops and inclines. It was one of the things that made Yoroshiro's scar a much better transportation route. Or to simply use water. There's no real unique life that stayed out here, other than the occasional geolizard. It got hot quickly and cold even faster. Marching an army here would be impossible. But even still, the darkness made its home here. The only bad part about it was located near the water. At least somewhat near the water. A massive cliff heading down to the stony shore. The darkness did have vessels. But that also meant that it was their most vulnerable point to be attacked from. With Vesuvius slipping in through the ceiling, it had not been too long since Nina was here last. Kinda wished she just checked when she was over here, but she wouldn't have known. Home sweet home, am I right? With a little chuckle, Liam speaks.
I think Nina hasn't been feeling 100% herself since that vision, at least what she normally displays. She's been quiet, very contemplative, almost as if she's still trying to find her way back to her body after that out of body experience. She carries herself almost frail like, and it looks kind of foreign and off. And she hasn't really fully spoken with the same charm or gusto. Voice is soft when she speaks, and she responds to Beliam with a stifled yeah, and a very gentle nod, as if she's looking at the world around her, but as if something else is still burned in her retina. The vision. Home. Has she made any progress on how she's interpreting the vision? And also, how much time has gone since the big old 2-day spiritual journey?
It's on the following day.
Oh wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I'm so sorry. I'm still brain fogged right now as TJ. Um, why are we here? What's my motivation?
You wanted to accompany Kamshi when she went to go see the God of Eternal Service, just to make sure she didn't get killed in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, we did. We did bring the clone. Okay, cool. Yeah, we won't have a reason not to. Uh, thanks for your, thank you for driving, Belle.
Don't you see Kamchi's picture show though? It's just regular Kamchi. Nothing
I love
strange.
the big gun blade with a ribbon. It's so beautiful. Uh, does that mean Gakuatsu is here, or was he dropped off to Rio?
No, Gakuatsu has been definitely lightly abandoned, and we'll pick him up later.
Oh, Belle
Gakuatsu
Liam.
is not allowed here.
I told Bell to go and drop. He had 2 days. Late. You think I don't know. I'm not shipping him anymore. He didn't listen. I told him to go and go get Gakuatsu and drop him off at to Rio, and he didn't listen. I don't think that's good boyfriend material, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, he got Gakuatsu and left him at the Sun Temple.
Did did he? No, he didn't. Did he?
He was very minorly informed of what was going on.
He what? Belle, you had the time. Oh, that's so funny. We left him with Tayo. It's okay. Anyways,
It's fine. Let the two crazy people talk to each other. Faith, 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 faith. Faith. I'm not comfortable anymore.
um, I
I
think for
shall
the
be back momentarily.
oh, I think for the first time. Sorry, I don't know how far along we already went. I think for the first time, Nina needs help getting off the carpet if it's still kind of floating. She just looks very frail.
Justin just said he'll bet back in a moment, I think.
That was
Oh,
not me say that, but yes.
Really? Ah, okay, my bad, sorry.
this is so scary.
I mean, I said it, but
I'm going to roll deception with disadvantage that I don't need help getting off this carpet. Deception 12. She's like very slow. Normally she's just hopping off, but right now she's like climbing down.
I guess it's still flying at this point. I figured it would have landed on the ground.
Oh,
So
like,
people
is
could
it
get
fully
off, but,
landed?
like,
Okay, never mind.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
I
how you
don't
fly this
know.
thing.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
Just getting off it while it's hovering.
Yeah.
Here, let me give you a hand. There we go. You know we could land the carpet, right?
It's almost like my gaze isn't fully there. I look him in the eye and look down at where he's reached me and then just pat his hand. I'm trying really hard to smile, but I just feel like I can't. Like it doesn't show as fully as she wants her to. She doesn't feel like she's here.
The vision definitely left implications of what Nina can only describe as survivor's guilt.
Aw.
Despite the fact that she's not the survivor, she's filled with the concept that that's something that surrounds that vision.
Hmm.
She does notice Kamshi drift away rather quickly. As
Wait. I'll come with you. And I kind of hobble over to I start I leave the handsome man and I leave the arms of the handsome man and walk towards Kamshi.
a moment of your time. You, as Nina lightly here as you go to Kamshi.
Whoa, who was that voice?
It's an older gentleman. You simply know him as Frank.
Frank. Cool.
It takes a bit to catch up to Kamshi.
Are
She
you?
seems to be floating
Oh,
rather than moving, not physically, but
that's the quality of
her
a maiden.
essence is much like a maiden drifting through the snow. It's graceful, and it fills the halls with a weird contrast. White on gray. The lesser light does not seem to be dullied by simply hitting her. Instead, pure. Orange light becomes a crystal white. It is like she is standing out in the middle of the sun. Not only that, the walls around, they seem to tell a story. One that Nina has never seen before. A story of strife. Like a voice that's been reverberating through these halls, carving them down.
I would like to history check that. That sounds poetic. Ah, 3.
The only thing you can compare it to is a voice. A voice is engraved into the walls. You don't know why it was like that, or how it got to be. But it's always been there.
Do you, Kamshi, do you hear that? Or is it just me? Do you, there's, please, please slow down. Is her glow getting stronger the deeper she goes towards goes?
No,
Oh,
it's simply a reflection of the light that they pass.
hmm.
Kamshi does come to a stop.
So I could catch up. I swear I hear a voice in the cave walls. Almost imperceptible at first. Like when I didn't know how to hear the stars. Do you hear it? And I put a hand on her shoulder and then a hand on the cave wall if we're close enough. I don't know how big these walls are or this path.
The sound of the earth. It resonates strong here. The life that persists in it. It is the sound you hear.
Life buried deep underground. I suppose that's what you're searching for now, aren't you? The sleeping god.
His only hopes that his life has not all but seeped away from him now.
I'll link arms with her and match stride as best as I can. Waka 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 waka.
That is the point of the Great Vault. A large, metallic-looking door, probably around 20 by 30 feet large.
Wow.
Tall. Big. Better vocabulary. It is bolted onto the wall, and it does not seem like it's even capable to be opened. The door itself is not intricate, more like a slab of rock. It feels cold. Rather impassable. Vanina knows for sure Kamshi's been here many times before. And when presented with a impassable barrier, water simply goes around it. Reaching her hands out, Kamshi cascades a loose rock wall. Completely built in and entirely flush. A small passage now leads into the antechamber. It requires a little bit of a duck. Nina has never been in this antechamber before. And even though the sun is all present, this is the closest, if she takes that step, that she'll be to a god. Lest the god be dead, the corpse of one. Gods can die. They are not immortal, and they are not infallible. Does Nina wish to enter the chamber?
This is a religion check. That's a +3. Please don't die, Nina. Any common sense that would make sense to her?
Sun and service are pretty well bound. In a way, you could call them brothers to one another. So you don't think it would be sacrilege. Nina would be most concerned about touching anything she wasn't supposed to. And honestly, the idea of seeing a god is rather exhilarating and a little frightening.
She will enter with utmost respect and caution. Well, mostly just like respect. Yeah. She'll follow your lead, or Kamshi's lead.
This is the first actual description we'll ever receive of the god of eternal surface. The antechamber is heavy. But heavy in a way you would expect. It's humid, and the watery air has a pressure to it. It feels misty, boggy almost. A large stone room. Pillars with glowing blue lights. Torches made solely out of magic. If you could call them torches, they appeared more like a moss, a bioluminescent moss, and they seemed alive. Despite being a stone floor, grass grows down here, or something akin to it. It feels more like leafed herbs or something. Ones you've never seen before. Mossy greens, vibrant blues, pale starky grays. They all lead spiraling back and forth to a chair, a throne. One composed entirely of wood. This wood, it pulses down the veins like it was a living thing. Like this was a tree, but it was also a chair. Like the craftsman was able to preserve the life of the wood from the tree he harvested, and it formed some sort of new body. And on that throne, a large figure. Huge. Must have been over 16 feet tall. The first thing you saw was his feet. They were clawed at the toenail, but they were rounded like stumps. They embedded into the very ground itself, but seemed like they could easily be lifted. Engravings of blue swirled and sweltered around them. As they moved into the leg, what immediately followed was some sort of robe. It was lopsided, pattern drifting to the left, but it looked like it was cut up to the right. Cloth you've never seen. Cloth that does not exist. By the being's side is a satchel. The satchel seems built in, almost like a large pocket. It's empty. It does not have a lid. But off of it, bones and charms. A belt consisting of a large skull. Or perhaps that's a torso. The chest continuing of cloth, but showing the imprints of a rib cage. One made entirely out of wicker and stone, wood and brambles, and metal. The shoulders large, encapsulating stony brambled wood, but metal affixed like rings or armor, like vines and veins, moving to the large clawed hands. Those blue engravings pulsating with energy. A large mane of bush, what you could call hair, but it emanates from along the chest and back. It only seems to join up with the head. The head completely inhuman. Many large blue engravings. Ones that seem to refer to a mouth. Maybe 5 different eyes. Large horns that erupt out like a stag. But the horns, they're not entirely made of bone. Wood accommodates them, and trinkets, charms, and talisman lay off of them. They expand 4 times the width of the great being's body. And on the right end of one sits a small bat, watching carefully. In the figure's hand, he holds but a simple shepherd's cane. It looks twig-light in comparison. The being is not aware of your presence. And does not have much of a presence of its own. What you see before you is the exiled one. This being was summoned into the world, was given shape, easily within the lifetime of your parents. And for Nina, she feels homesick staring upon him. The feelings generated are that of an old friend? No. Something more personable, but she doesn't know what.
There's a strong urge to reach out towards, but she is not moving to reach out. But I think she's just in awe and shock and is making sure to create room for what Kamshi needs to do. And the fact that she is in the presence of this being with all this different symbology and someone who obviously has like many rituals that are important to them. She does not want to do anything that might disturb the peace here and will cast enhance ability on herself for intelligence specifically, and so that she could be very mindful with her religion and making sure that she's not interfering in any way. Something she is curious about, just the way that he's adorned with several talisman and different symbols. Uh, she does is curious, is like, oh, that reminds me of the gravestone, and would like to make a religiones check to see what the overlap is. Please roll above a 10. Okay, I'll take it. 19 religion. And she stands very still, and her breathing is as quiet and slow as possible, to the point where she almost forgets to breathe.
Connecting them to the grave, it seems almost entirely true that they're almost a sort of talisman of protection, in a way, you would say. They seem to link these two places, not directly, but perhaps in a way you can't understand. It's more than a coincidence. The talisman on him appear much older, but you're thinking that each one of them probably represents a different aspect of the god before you. Despite the fact that there's talisman on his pouch and talisman on his antlers or horns, each one of the talisman is different. The ones back on the gravestone, you can't remember what they look like, but your gut tells you that they're the ones that are more similar to the one on his pouch.
Hmm.
Another option could be that that's a semblance to the art of passing. The god of eternal service was the only god in existence to have a tenant to bring his followers to a place after death, an afterlife.
Hmm.
Perhaps that's the pouch he uses to guide them there.
Hmm. Um, Exploring that feeling with that religion, do I have a better sense of what that connected feeling meant? Of why there's so much familiarity, I guess? Or would that be a different check?
For Nina, she does not know. Perhaps it's simply that this god is like that in his tenets.
Hmm.
Perhaps having a familiarity to life is something just innately with him.
Oh.
Perhaps it's not Nina in particular, but anything that lives and grows.
Oh. Oh. I stand off and let Kamshi approach and do what she needs to do.
She drifts over the strange leafed grass. She doesn't seem to disturb it at all. The lights flicker as she passes forth. Takes a look back towards Nina. Kamshi seems to be examining her expression.
Oh,
And
sorry.
now for the moment we've all been waiting for.
I'm so sorry. I froze. What happened after takes a look at Nina? I'm so sorry.
She was just examining her expression.
Oh, I will do the same because like I don't want to say anything out loud and disturb. Insight check. +8.
This isn't Kamshi.
That is not fair. We nat 20'd her ass 2 sessions ago, and I get it on an 8 roll. This is messed up.
This is the action moment. I mean, at least you caught it, because the next line is roll initiative.
Ah! Sorry.
That was better than being a surprise.
Hold on. Can I deception that I don't know before initiative? Oh wait. Because technically if it thinks it's friendly towards me, it doesn't have advantage on charm person, right? If it
Sorry, rephrase that.
So if it thinks I'm friendly towards it, it won't have advantage on resisting charm person technically.
By the way,
because,
Alan says that he missed TJ's scream.
Oh, sorry, what? Oh.
Alan missed your scream.
Oh. Okay. So
I mean,
you have to charm
technically you don't get advantage on charm person if they're hostile. It's only if
Oh, is that only friends?
what happens is
Oh, it
if,
says it does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it.
Yeah. So
So
like,
is
yeah.
he starting initiative or am I starting initiative?
it's starting initiative.
Oh, so okay, that's no point then.
Yeah.
Oh gods, you got a ghost drawing now. I didn't see that
It's
until
amazing.
now.
Yeah, I got like a whole like freaking thing going on. Also, could you delete your picture because I can't move it, so I just traced it.
Oh, sorry.
You see the hat and all that stuff, yeah.
Is there anything else I'm picking up on the 16 and insight? Killer intent.
Currently, right now, Kamshi's target is not you. From what you gather, this warped version of Kamshi is here to kill the god of eternal service.
I will deception check that I don't know. 22. And then I will roll initiative. Or sorry, 16. Initiative.
What are these tokens?
Okay, trying not to piss my pants. Sorry.
Please, you got this. You got this.
I don't.
I don't want. I got this.
I don't want to got this, but I do. I mean, have to cough. Jeez, hold on. Okay, I'm actually tearing up. This is bad. Okay. I am a big boy. I'm a big boy.
You got this. Kill it. Kill it with fire, aka the monk powers and other powers. Don't. Oh, Kamshi's broken though.
I mean, that is a correct statement. But I mean, is it Kamshi? It can only seem to do all the things it can. This isn't that helping. Doodaloo, doodaloo.
I think praying to the sun right now would be pretty bad, right? We just get blawed. I do the job for Kamshi by calling upon the sun and destroying us. Okay, so I have initiative.
You do have initiative. That is initiative.
Um,
Currently speaking, you are actually rather close. You're only around 10 feet away because this chamber is small. Pretty much you can get anywhere in this chamber you damn well feel like by moving.
awesome, awesome. We love to see it.
You could draw a box, but it is a square. You could get out of this chamber in just a normal movement action.
Oh jeez.
Also, next time we get Yodened away, can it be one of you two?
Nah, you're the only one who gets Yodened away.
Yeah, but I don't want to be Yodened away consistently.
By the way, Alan, Justin's actual character is like just like in some dark void world, just wandering around confused, like where the heck am I? And like it has nothing to do with anything. Also, like the top hat and mustache is to display that as fake Kamchi. Hatta!
I reach out my hand.
Hatta!
I reach out my hand. And in it
Thank you. Yes.
is a stone.
Sorry. Oh, I guess.
The light, burn away your falsehood. Reveal to me now, my friend! And I use the summoning stone to summon the real Kamshi. In the presence of her the deity that she is dedicated to. And I will be praying to the sun, or I could do a prayer check, Nina could do a prayer check to the sun as well, to make sure that this goes 100% as best as she can. Because, this is an offense to the deities, to our big three, and gotta call in D100. Sorry guys, that's an 8.
Hey, no, you forget that deities have a select number.
Oh right.
Yeah, it could be extremely good or extremely horrible.
And with my bonus action, as I'm saying these words, sparking fiery embers appear above my ear, on top of my head, taking form of triangular fox ears, and 3 tails of energy just flare out from behind me as I go into shifter mode.
Tim.
Hi there.
The stone has been used.
By not me? Did they steal it? Someone stole my once per life item, didn't they?
Oh, maybe not, because it has been used like right now, or it has been used in the past. That could be vague terms.
This pause is going to make me pee.
This is copium. Maybe it's a lie. Like, oh yeah, the stone has been used right now when you used it.
This pause. Okay, I'm sorry. He's probably getting very important information, but I have to pee so bad.
Yeah, no, Justin's probably just reading about a bunch of stuff.
Sorry again?
Justin's probably just reading a bunch of stuff and like doing background things.
That is fair because we want all the information. We want all of the information.
The suspense. All right, Alan. So as a quick recap, since you just came in, we're waiting. Essentially, we're all traveling together as the bestest of friends squad: Odamu, Kamchi, and Nina. Pretty much going about and trying to win the world or whatever. While visiting Kamchi's grave, Kamchi's mother's grave, pretty much we came across like a powerful magic that literally crashed the server and ended our game early. And like the next time, like she was perfectly replaced. We've been looking for like a way to discover like, okay, this is a fake Kamchi, and it just was a perfect copy. Like everything that it did, like, was impossible to tell. And like, it just was slowly doing things. It was slowly doing things, and we almost figured it out until like we realized we all had like damage to ourselves, like spiritually. So it turned from Kamchi's into an imposter to, oh hey, Kamchi's like damaged spiritually and missing parts of her. Oh.
For that long dramatic pause,
Bro.
Traumatizing pause, with the most terrifying line to stop on. You have a choice here. A choice we cannot help you with. This is not a Nina choice. This is a Tim choice.
Okay.
You choose to summon. It can be someone that Nina chose, or it could be someone completely different. It can be a vague concept or idea. And if it is, you can veto it if you don't like who it is.
But the charge will still be used? Oh, it'll present me. This is a search bar currently.
Essentially, yes. You can select anything or anyone who has currently ever existed or exists. An example is if you choose to summon a Zers by the name of Desiree, you will summon Desiree. If you were to choose a Zers by the name of Caldwell, you will summon Caldwell.
So
I cannot elaborate into that further.
I need to specify what race you are.
You don't have to specify the race, you just have to choose a person.
The character that Justin plays that is the true Kamshi, the Eladrin.
You would like to summon Kamshi Winter?
Yes.
Okay. I will write down summoning Kamshi Winter. I'm going to go grab some water quickly.
I'm going to go pee.
Alright, intermission. Sounds good.
Jeez.
But yeah, this is like once per life ability magical item.
He can't hear me. He can't hear me.
Who can't hear you?
Tim can't hear me, but you see the problem, right?
Oh.
Kamshi...
Well, we aren't allowed to like give any feedback.
No, we're not allowed to feedback at all. But
to be fair, you changed it up, didn't you, or was that the server changing it up? Because
that is what I just read. I just read that.
But like TJ said, I want to summon Kamchi Winter, and TJ like filled in a bunch of stuff. TJ gave the specifics, and then thinking it was you giving the suggestion, accepted it. You should specify that Kamchi Winter was a server correction.
We'll specify that because You see the problem there, right?
Yes, that was a server correction, which, fuck you, server.
Can't just give you an omnipotent... It can't just give you an omnipotent magic item and not have some nonsense caveat attached to it.
Yeah, but like, just as a side thing,
Yeah,
just
no.
like,
Well, we'll bring that up, that the server specification is Kamshi Winter.
question mark. Just because, yeah, we aren't helping.
We
But
aren't helping.
We need to
That's...
make sure the information's clear, because it's gonna feel so bad if it turns badly.
Exactly. And we were strictly told not to help.
I am not helping, and
We're not helping,
I'm not gonna say whether it's a good or bad idea.
Nope.
But I
We're
do feel
just
bad if like
clarifying.
something goes wrong and like TJ's declaration. TJ made the declaration.
He did. And I didn't hit enter for a good reason. Because I don't think that's what he wants, but I can't say whether or not... I'm trying to figure out what I'm allowed to say here, man.
Yeah.
That's really the punchline. We're not allowed to help, but...
Yeah.
Back. Guys, I need
Welcome
help.
back.
So...
Wait, why didn't True Kamshi work? Why did it have to, like, why did it give me Winter Kamshi specifically? Because I thought that was enough for the search bar.
In the way that I don't believe is helping whatsoever, the example we were given was Desiree, which is a
Really?
horrible example.
That's very interesting. I was wondering.
But if you remember, Desiree is Azer's. Desiree and Caldwell were in the same entity up until they split.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't hit enter.
That means
It
hold
corrects,
on.
It corrects to, as I quote, Kamshi Winter.
What exactly is telling me that this isn't her, though? What's the logic? What was the tell?
Damn it, I can't help! Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
But this is stuff that my character would know, though.
Honestly, personal feelings. It didn't feel like Kamshi. It's like the entire essence around Kamshi changed. There was not a tick or a tau, nor was there the essence of combat being interpreted. The thing that Nina noticed is that this Kamshi, it was almost like her going flat-faced, but spiritually flat-faced. It was like when the robot turns off, and you see it sag and droop. It was like control, but there was never control there.
Azer's is an entity, a single body that hosts two different entities that it could shift into. And that's what you are. That's what Kamshi is technically. But the thing is, she's shifted. I can't feel anything spiritually, but I'm just reading physical cues. Is this actually what... Is one of your drawbacks you only have control of certain seasons? Oh, you can't say anything. Is this still a true Kamshi? But like,
I can answer from what I know.
Okay.
I cannot help.
You can't help with the wish, but you can answer things about your character. If you wish to say, because like
I should control all of them.
You should control all. Okay, so that means this isn't necessarily Azer's, because
I'm convinced that this is a clone. I'm convinced that the thing in front of you is a clone. 100% convinced. I am also convinced that the one I'm playing is Kamshi.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I don't think split theory is correct. I'm pretty sure this is just a really good clone that got damaged by the pulse.
Okay. Okay.
From what I was aware, Kamshi is only one entity. Kamshi should not operate like a Zerus.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Should.
Okay.
But that is all I know. In the sense of, if Kamshi technically counts as 4 different people, it would seem to be implied there is the option to choose Kamshi Summer, Kamshi Fall, and Kamshi Winter and Spring.
Okay. So those are the only that's the only way I could phrase it.
That is player character search down, Kamshi. Those are the 4 options that show up.
Okay.
What that means, I cannot say because I don't know at this point. I could only imply, and I can't give any advice on it. But the 4 options for Kamshi, when the search bar comes down, are Kamshi bracket the season.
You know what? I trust it. There's not like there's not like really small text that says clone on any of them, does it?
It wouldn't be the clone.
Okay.
The server is... It wouldn't be the clone because the clone's not my character.
Okay.
It's the punchline here.
Okay.
If you want, I can search Kamshi clone NPC.
I don't even. Sure. Without it, that won't send the commit. Like, so right now I'm in a lobby right now, right? I'm not walking through any doors with commitments. Is that correct?
You're able to deny a thing, and it's the stone currently. The way it works is you're able to summon one thing, one entity, no matter what the entity is, pretty much. And if the entity is not willing to come, it's so much so that if you were to summon grass and grass didn't want to show up, you wouldn't lose the charge and you'd choose someone else.
Oh,
This
that's
is
really cool.
going to happen no matter what, and
Okay.
it's going to happen how you desire, but only as you desire within the realms of your summoning one entity.
Okay.
One entity. Whatever classifies as an entity.
Okay.
I myself as a person don't want you to get hashtag duped. But there's a lot of safety nets in the sense of until the summon takes place, you're gonna know what you're summoning.
Okay. So I am able to continue to scroll through searches, is that correct?
Correct.
Search, not summon, Rio clone.
NPC versions of Rio.
This is like so hard because like there's so much I want to say, but I'm gonna be quiet.
My logic here, I'm just seeing how many are out there.
There's no one who takes the properties of the Rio we know as a character and has it as an NPC. There's a couple people named Rio, but they are not Ryu. They're just named Ryu. Odamu Ryu is Odamu Ryu, and there is no ability to summon a clone variant of him or a alternate variant.
Search, not summon. Let me just confirm if the phrasing is correct. Kamshi clone or NPC.
There is 4 options to be summoned. The stone will not operate, nor will it extend a charge as the entity is within 30 feet of you.
Okay. Oh, whoa! Oh my gosh, this is such a cool lie detector thing. I should just keep that. Just kidding.
Nina will not know this information, though.
Oh, it's true. It's okay. No, it's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Cool. So that pretty much confirmed that there's a separate search bar. There's a distinction between me finding real Kamshi and me finding an entity that is clone Kamshi. There's a distinct line that
Clone
is
Kamshi Winter
okay.
and
Okay.
Clone Kamshi Spring. There is no summer nor fall.
Short term, or they didn't have the resources to create. Okay, that is very good to know. That means there's a distinction of when I summon you, it will, or real Kamshi, it will be real Kamshi since it's a separate search folder. Lastly, search, not summon, Nina Torinobi clone NPC.
The target is deceased, but can be summoned.
There's a story there. Okay, two things I learned: resurrection through the stone, or maybe just the body, actually. So that's not. But then it does say
The
that
body wouldn't be an entity. So an entity charge would be. It would be there would be implying there's something living there. So I would take that as a resurrection.
Okay, stone has resurrection capabilities. We also, whoever was running this thing had clones prepped for the girls, but not Rio. Interesting. That is horrifying. It is deceased, which I'm going to assume someone dealt with it. So that's cool. Okay.
Each of the listed options are a separate entity.
Each of the listed options are a separate entity. There was only one option. There was only one listed for Nina Torinobi NPC? Is that correct?
There's only one listed as an NPC that shared value, essentially value as Nina Torinobi. There was two entities that shared value for Kamshi Clone, and there's 4 different entities that shared value for Kamshi Seasonal.
Awesome.
Normal.
Cool. Sorry, this is a once per life thing. I'm gonna juice this a little bit more, and then I'm gonna get to business in this fight. This is for TJ.
Now we might as well milk. Whenever the server gives us a bone, we milk the living hell out of it, because.
Search not summon Beatrice.
Beatrice, the retainer, is a summonable option.
That she's alive. I love it. Who else are we unsure of that we'd want to know about? I think I might just get on with it. I wish I could share this gift with you guys so bad.
Just pass it to clone guy.
It's what? Is it a clone?
No.
Okay.
No. That was too much.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, this power is going to my head. I need to actually summon something. Let me just go through. Oh, hold on. J-Bex. Search not summon.
Mom is still alive.
Bitch. Mom, J-Bex's mom. Okay. Nina won't know this. I will honor that. Yet. I mean, yeah, she'll find out on her own terms. Search not summon Chupolo. So pretty much, I just have a directory, but we're going to fight. We're going to fight. We're going to fight.
There is also the option that you just kind of put the stone away and don't summon a thing.
Really? Oh,
You used it, but you could choose not to summon it nor waste a charge. Nina will probably look at it like, "What the hell is wrong with this rock?"
I
But
think
that is technically an option.
it is technically an option. I'm not meant to have. I'm still a player. This is going to my head. So
Yeah, this is a player.
Yeah.
As a player, you can choose any singular entity.
Okay.
So non-multiple entity, any singular entity you can choose.
I mean, like this. The point of playing isn't to just let the power go to my head. So I will make a decision soon. But is Dad or second mom alive?
Yes, Dad is dead AF.
Dad is dead. Chupolo is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. All right.
I think you can. By you can, I think that's Ranline. I think Ranline can.
Oh.
What season is it? Is it like winter?
Yes.
Is it spring now?
It is winter still because we just had New Year's and it's been maybe a month.
Okay, okay.
Is that correct?
It's definitely still in the first season of the year, which is. You have a name for this season?
Woo, made up seasons!
Yeah, we're still in Igana. The next season is Waylan, which occurs roughly the 70th day of the year.
So it would still be. Would we still be seeing winter form of Kamshi during this time? Yeah, it would make sense. Like the disguise is good. All right. It's only been a month, right?
We still got like 30 some odd days before spring. We're starting to see spring somewhat form, but it'd take about 30 days for spring to fully be in spring.
You know what? I mean, 30 days isn't that long. I don't want to mess. One thing in terms of order. No, I have to honor the balance of nature for Kamshi. So if I brought spring early, she probably won't like that. That might disturb her. But also, I think it'd be cool bringing a different season so I could actually figure out who I'm fighting, and this liar won't be able to use that against us. But
Like
search
the Spider-Man who's who.
Search Kamshi Winter player.
That's interesting.
Oh. What?
Kamshi Winter player is listed as inactive.
That makes sense, right?
What the hell's in the shadow world then?
Do we...
What?
Huh?
Is this a whole different folder?
Oh, I can't. I'm gonna mute myself. It's too tempting. I can't speak.
Winter is inactive.
Okay, generalized view so we get more of a drop down. Let's try Kamshi player.
Kamshi breaks off into Kamshi Winter, Kamshi Spring, Kamshi Summer, Kamshi Fall.
And is that a separate search? Is it still labeled? Is this file labeled inactive or no? Or is this folder?
Each one of them is labeled as inactive, so I don't know what that means.
And is this
I
different?
honestly don't know what that means.
Okay. Does this seem
But
different?
yeah, each of the individual entities is classified as inactive.
Okay.
Yes.
Did any of the other searches have those listings, those as active or inactive?
Others said inactive. I mean,
The others did say inactive?
no, the others did not say inactive.
Did they say active then?
A clone Spring was inactive.
Okay. And Clone Winter was listed as active, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my. The whole reason there's no Ryu clone is they made Nina and it's like, okay, we got Nina. Then they have to make an individual entity for every single season. They just rat out.
She took up too much of the budget.
Yeah, because apparently speaking, according to this, winter, fall, spring, and summer are all completely different entities.
Okay. I, okay. I mean, there's no other options, right? Is there several listings of Kamshi besides clone? And then, so is there? What's getting me scared is there Kamshi Winter generalized or Kamshi generalized, then
No, there
Kamshi
is no
clone.
generalized.
Okay, so it's
There is
either
no generalized.
so it's just Kamshi clone or Kamshi player. Is that correct?
It's Kamshi player winter, Kamshi player spring, Kamshi player summer, Kamshi player fall, Kamshi NPC winter, Kamshi NPC spring.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is easy then.
So all of
Um.
these are completely different entities.
Okay. That's really
The
scary.
implication here is summoning Desiree. Not Caldwell.
The location here is something. We don't know how much time has gone in the shadow world, which means
If you summon a Zares, you will only get Desiree or Caldwell. If you summon Kamshi, you will get summer, spring, winter, or fall.
are they going to be locked? They won't be able to transition seasons? Is that the implication? Or you can't answer that. Or can you?
I don't know if I that's not really helping you. I think that is the implication.
Okay.
I think that is the implication.
Oh gosh, a small
Are we able
child.
to answer that? Because, like, I have my own answer for that.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to?
We're gonna say yes for the simplicity of if we get called out for this, then I guess I'll just take the blame like I always do.
Oh.
I assume that, like, you summon the entity, and if the entity can transform over time, then they can still transform over time. It's not limiting themselves. Winter turns to spring, spring turns to summer, summer turns to fall. They're separate entities for the sake of like, yeah, like I assume I could be wrong,
I
but
think that's
Justin has the exact opposite opinion. I assume that the entity can transform. It's a 50-50 shot, but like, what else are you gonna do?
I think
Sorry, I revoke my last statement. Ignore that. No,
I
what else
think
are you gonna do? Because that is helping you.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So I acknowledge that. So if I summon a Zares and a particular Zares, I only get that Zares only. I hear that implication. Either way, um, Kamshi in a general sense is all about balance with nature, and I'm confident that they're able to find that balance one way or the other, within and without themselves, I am about to summon. But before I do that, search bar, Ferris.
Just the only question, is this the one I think you're talking about?
Ferris, as in Remy's adopted dad. That bitch ran away and I know it. He faked his own death.
Been like 30 years since that campaign finished.
If that bitch is alive, I'm gonna holler. This is amazing.
Yeah, he is deceased.
All right.
Did my adopted dad fake his death again?
Might as well just go through all your traumatic dads at this point.
No.
Hey, how's Master Shu doing?
She's fine. What? Nothing can kill her.
Papyrus? He's who we need.
Summon. I would like to summon PC Kamshi Winter. Even though the prophecy had a small child, which makes me think I should go spring, but we're going winter.
The summon is not accepted.
You didn't accept the summon?
Fine, I'll summon Summer. You're joking, right?
No, Kamshi actually is denying the summon.
Huh. Yeah, I can't help you anymore. I was good. Okay, do you want to try spring? Sorry, fuck. I thought.
My stomach sank.
Yeah, I couldn't bring that up beforehand. My apologies in advance.
No,
afterwards.
That's okay. I'll just throw up real quick.
All right, there's the side of the boat. You're fine.
Okay.
Going into the pit.
The stone is not used. Is that
you're canceling out?
Yeah. Yes.
At this point, Nina will have tried to use the stone, and nothing will have happened.
And that's her action. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Reaction. She is going to. Please tell me she has a cloak.
She has a cloak. This is Cloak Town. There's cloaks everywhere.
As a reaction, she is going to use Zabiashi's art to hide.
Roll it.
Our D20 plus 7. Fuck.
How to traumatize Dim the video game. The server knew what it was doing.
It really do. At least I know Ferris is dead. But actually, we don't know at what time. But anyways, it has been 30 years. Oh,
alrighty.
Is there an arena, or is this? I'm pretty sure it's pretty straightforward, right? Are we?
Yes, it is a very small room.
Okay.
As you pass the turn,
she's going to deception check, and because she's hiding. Yeah, so she doesn't need a deception. She needs to
expend action economy for that now.
Right, that's true. Never mind. I've never been in combat. This is absolutely the worst combat for a first combat ever. I mean, for me at least, that I've experienced. I'm gonna throw up. I won't. It's fine. All right, just have to.
Will Where'd you go, Little Red? Deciding to run away?
The fuck? That's the Kamshi's real voice? Ah!
No matter. This puppet will only serve its purpose more. The Kamshi in front of you, it seems to spark with almost like this cold glow. However, it completely seems to fail and instead starts to be surrounded by fire. As it picks up its weapon and starts shooting at the god of eternal service. Nina, you're up.
How is he? How's our big boy?
He's been shot twice.
Any reaction? No, I'm assuming.
He definitely isn't making a reaction, but it's clear it's not doing good for him. You probably got a solid minute before this guy's toast.
Okay.
He doesn't have like a hole in him or anything, but it's clearly doing damage to his exterior.
I've already used a spell slot on Enhance ability. That's really bad. Gosh. I'm going to action Channel Divinity, Invoke Duplicity. A copy of Nina appears right in front of Kamshi on the opposite end of me. And they cast... I'm going to stealth from behind. So my clone distracts in the front. I stealth behind. And being in 5 feet of the clone, we give each other advantage on all attacks. So, as... Sorry, don't throw up! I know upcasting, I don't meet the prerequisites for upcasting it truly, but just for the sake of burning a tail, I burn a tail and upcast, quotation marks, a spiritual weapon with my 2nd level spell slot. It only becomes 3rd. You need a 4th to actually double the damage. But for the sake of it, I'm just going to do it to get rid of a tail because I get hindrances for using tails. Actually, no, I'm not going to burn a tail. For the spiritual weapon, a black, inspired by the black butterfly of legend, a cloak appears around my clone, and it whips out to attack the fake with advantage. I'm also going to stealth to be in position so that it gets advantage. Stealth. Wait? I don't have action economy to do that technically, right? Or unless
you are currently still stealth from your last stealth.
Okay. Cool.
Which they clearly did not see.
Okay, low perception. Love a dumb bitch. Yeah, let's unload on this person.
So that's invoke duplicity, spiritual weapon.
Invoke
Position.
duplicity, spiritual weapon, and on your summon is when you could also attack.
According with spiritual weapon, yes.
Yeah, for spiritual weapon. So that's a I actually have a higher attack and damage with spiritual weapon than I do with my own hands. I have it here. It's a D8 or D20 plus 8 advantage. Oh, you know what? Fuck this person. I don't even need to roll the second one. So that is 2d8 plus 5, if that's correct. And that is slashing radiant damage plus 5. Guys, I'm so nervous. So I guess it kind of got upcasted anyway. That is 16 slashing radiant damage. And that is my turn.
Well, 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 little fox. You finally come out to play.
Just for the sake, Invoke Duplicity is a perfect illusion, so it will be doing dodging motions, and it's not a mannequin. It mimics my very elusive fighting style. So it's looking to square up and is going to look like, even though if it does get attacked, it's going to go right through. It's going to look like it's dodging and such, since it is worded as a perfect illusion.
What are you talking about?
Then
what
let us
you talk about? Well, that was a bit. Thanks.
kick
What the
things
frick?
up a
Hi.
notch, shall we? As the Kamshi in front of you starts drawing on divinity, their legs form larger as they grow in size to become a large wicker-like creature, much similar to that of the god that they're trying to kill. This one draped in flames, almost as if it's being burned by its own magics. What a pointless weapon this is, as they just drop the Gatling gun to the ground. Why bother with weaklings when I can drink right off the source? See if you can kill your friend before I kill your god. As a large green stream that Nina recognizes as Drain Life starts feeding from the god of eternal service. They seem to be healing off of it. As they look at the butterfly-like figure. And Kamshi makes a very, very unlike Kamshi ugly grin in recognition.
It either recognizes it's an illusion or it recognizes the outfit, which means if that's the case,
If that's the case, we can narrow down who this actually perpetrator is.
how much did that thing look damaged? Went from the first hit. It's already going to healing, which is kind of lame, but
The hit was pretty heavy,
okay.
but it popped up a give or take wild shape.
Oh, okay.
And now it's healing.
But
it's also dealing damage.
Oh, okay.
It's siphoning health.
Cool.
So this thing's plan, from what Nina can figure out, is it's not trying to kill Nina. It's trying to kill Goze, and it doesn't care if this body dies by the chance that it inflicts a hemorrhage.
Okay.
Because Goze is essentially stunned, if you want to classify, attacks against him are probably counting as a critical hit.
Got it.
Or paralyzed. So he's probably honestly crit fishing for an auto kill.
Okay. I don't know if I should do damage or try to charm but it's in wild shape right now.
It's in
Oh, yeah.
wild shape right now, so I don't think it counts as a person.
Oh fuck. Right. Okay. It's okay, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Um think. Action. Burning a tail.
Right now, we
For,
can help you. We can
sorry?
help you again.
Sorry? Yeah,
We can help you
You
again.
can help me again.
We can help you.
Yeah.
I don't know how to kill Kamchi though, so I can't.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up inflict wounds. I'm gonna use it on an upcast. I just need to figure out the damage dice. I'm gonna upcast inflict wounds using a first level spell slot, so it becomes a second level.
4d10, I think.
Yes, that's right. 4d10.
Inflict wounds is tight.
Yeah, action is inflict wounds with advantage because we are flanking and we are invoke duplicity. I'm using spellcasting modifier for this one. 26 to hit. Burning spell slot. Does it hit?
That is a hit.
Slash R 4d10. 4d10. Suck it, bitch. Sorry. Not at Kamshi, but this fake bitch. 29 damage. How are we looking?
That drops wild shape. As it seems that there is some carryover.
Good.
Oh, you just got action surge, charm person, right?
I actually have a bonus action with spiritual weapons still. So we are going to sorry, I need to clarify. I was firing from the illusion for both. Is that correct? Is that recognized?
I mean, the illusion will lose the tail too.
Oh no, that's fair. That's fair. But I still my real body needs to be my clone needs to be drawing aggro still. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so you want to redirect all your attacks from the clone?
So my clone is exactly. My clone is doing all of the attacking here because I could cast spells through invoke duplicity. So I'm maintaining my stealth is what I'm saying.
That one is fine.
Okay, cool. Next up, spiritual weapon. The cape swirls around and cuts, going for the head. Cutting the neck here. Slash RD20 plus 8. Advantage.
Damn it!
27. Does that hit?
That's a hit.
Slash R1D8 plus 5. That is 11 slashing radiant damage. How do I think? Yeah, no, I'm very fast. How long does it take for me to get out of here and run? Like, I think I do need a layout. I might be calling. Actually, how is Kamshi looking right now? That's a better question.
The clone's bloodied. It appears to be bloodied is the best way you could phrase it.
Okay.
For how much fighting potential it has, you would imagine its next thought process is not going to be held on defense.
Okay.
It's probably going to try and get as much health out of goes as it can. You envision 2 turns.
Okay.
Unless you can actually stop the drain life beam thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit that I need most tactical thing is to do help, get help. I have as a shifter, swift stride shifter, I have a reaction that allows me to essentially run 10 feet without opportunity attack, and that is not burning my movement. Is that correct?
The shifter strider option.
Yes. A shifting feature. Additionally, you can move up to 10 feet as a reaction when an enemy ends its turn within 5 feet of you. This movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
That is free 10 movement.
Cool. You said it takes about 10 feet or 15 feet to roughly get out of this room correctly, right?
You'll be in the hallway. Or the little, like, support area.
So what I want to do, I just want to get to a place where I could yell for help while still keeping an eye. I have a lot of movement right now. In shifted form, I have 50 total and an extra 10 just from this reaction.
Yeah, you definitely have enough to get out of the room.
Okay, I will get out of the room. And I can't reaction yell. So if I yell now, it's gonna give away my position. But I'm
You
gonna.
can yell. Yelling's a free action.
Okay,
It probably will kill your stealth, though.
I
I mean,
okay.
it's also pretty much giving yourself away that these are probably not you, if he can discern that.
That is very
Clearly,
true.
this clone of Kamshi
Hmm.
is cognitively something else.
Yeah.
This is a Mona kind of sitch right here, but Mona
It
still is
is
in
a Mona
control.
Stitch. The thing is, I could still pop off on the same amount of damage. It just won't have advantage, and that's something I'm willing. Like that person style is a threat to deal with, essentially. And yeah, I'm gonna yell. We're under attack! Eternal Service is under attack! This Kamchi's an imposter! Help! And that I'm going to be out of line of sight for now. I could come back in and I could still attack as long as I could, even by peeking over a wall, I could still pop off on this fool. That is my turn. And I can't
Little
make any
fox
personal.
knows when to run.
Okay.
Very well. Let us continue. You know, I kinda hoped you were real. A pity you weren't. I always did admire your charity. As the fake Kamshi restores some life by sapping it from Goes.
Fuck!
He does look pressed. You can definitely see that there's a little bit of a pressed for time expression on him. He's a lot less. I'm just gonna keep hitting until eventually this girl can't stab me anymore, and a lot more. Yeah, reinforcements are gonna be bad because these reinforcements are gonna be able to pretty much one turn my ass.
Okay, so it is trying to survive as itself. Okay.
It's trying to survive to deal as much damage as it can.
Okay.
Nina's back up.
Is it still within 5 feet of? Is it still within 5 feet of?
It's not moved.
Did it re-enter wild shape?
It did not re-enter wild shape.
Oh, fuck.
And I know why it didn't re-enter wild shape. It's because it's trying to heal its from drain life. It's trying to heal as much as it can before dropping up wild shape, because most abilities won't allow you to heal your normal health while at wild
What's
shape.
Kamshi's wisdom metagaming asking reasons?
+5.
Ah, fudge.
What's this thing's wisdom? Like, probably 2.5?
Yeah. It wasn't able to spot me on a 10 stealth.
It could have sucked at rolling, but I think that
It could also
cognitively
chosen not to roll.
I think yeah, that's true. That's
Wait, what?
action economy. It could have also just not rolled.
Oh, true. I'm going
Its
to.
goal here is to kill Goes. At the current moment, Nina is the timer on how fast it can kill Goes.
I'm still. I'm going to yell. I'll do the yelling first. I need backup now! And then, now that I made a noise outside of the building, I'm going to use my reaction to stealth with Zabayashi cloak stealth nonsense. Action economy is a thing, y'all. Oh my gosh.
That ability just became so much better than it was before.
Natural 20. I wish that was for an attack. I'm going to, with my movement, get there, I'm assuming. 50 feet of movement. Is that correct?
Yep.
Now that my clone has advantage now, it's going to launch the attacks again. First up, we're going to burn. I still have 2 tails left. So I'm going to upcast using a first level spell slot, inflict wounds once more. D20 plus 8. Double 25s. Hit /R 4d10. 16 damage. And then, how is it looking?
It's beyond bloodied.
Okay. /R d20. D20 plus 8 advantage. Double nat 20, bitch. Sorry, I should have saved that. Sorry.
That is a crit.
Okay. That is my bonus action
Y'all didn't hear me,
spiritual
but
weapon.
I gave a big woo for ya.
/R, that's another 2d8. Love it. 2d8 plus 5. That is 12 damage. How is it looking?
You went
Did you double
so
the 5?
far.
Because the server is weird and lets you double the modifier.
Can I double the modifier?
It's doubled.
Yeah, in the server you do.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the
17.
The previous crit before. Did I crit before? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I
You
did.
didn't crit
You
before.
have
That was
crit
your
before.
first
I
crit.
did. The last time I hit
No,
was spiritual
he
weapon.
He has crit before.
That. Sorry, I guess I'm not sure if it's too late to count. But
It is very much too late.
Very,
Okay, that's
very
fair,
too
that's
late.
yeah. So that is 17. Sorry, I forgot to double mods. Different rules. Been playing with people.
Insta die? Insta die? Insta die?
So quick to defend a god. That's meaningless. As the spiritual weapon, butterfly clone, takes a quick slash with a velvety dagger. And what doesn't look like a very clean hit later turns out to be its perfect decapitation.
Decapitation!
The head of Kamshi rolls to the floor as it bubbles and oozes.
I'm going to.
1 moment.
Okay.
The magic stops too, right? I just want to make sure the magic stops.
I'm double tapping this bitch.
Or is Drain Life somehow still active? Damn it, Justin.
Oh, he said he'll be right back.
Okay. Still the worst timing. By the way, thank you, Fish Sticks, for the bits. Freaking bits. Sorry. Y'all are rich. Handing out cash like that? Oh my goodness. Sorry. Hello. I'm in despair, no way. Oh. I'm glad that you were able to crit it to death.
Thank you. Me too.
Alright, oh, I can animate this. Oh no, his face didn't come up. Oh, hold on. Ready for the animation?
Ooh. It moved, I saw
That's
it move.
his, shirt. God damn it. Alright, give me a second. It takes a second or two. Oh, yes, you're so bad and evil. Ooh. And then you attack. Boom. And bop, 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 bop. I'm animating so you can see it, not just no.
Yeah, I see it.
I messed up. I misclicked. Oh no! Now the arm's there. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! My animation got ruined. Oh
I
no! Oh
love
no! It's fine. Other mustache. There we go.
I cut the mustache. It's fine.
Yeah. He falls to the ground, bounces off of like the plant life, rolls over here, and then you wanna know what happens in the end? It wasn't Kanshi
It
this
wasn't
entire
Kanshi!
time.
Oh my gosh.
The mustache falls off. Oh golly. Okay. Okay, so yeah, at least we could. Why did.
Yeah, why?
I assume Kamshi's like busy doing something and fixing stuff.
Must be really important.
I assume there's like plot points happening of like, oh no, we need to save the universe or something. I don't know.
Kamshi's just on like vacation actually. It's like, no, I'm not gonna answer my emails. I'm on vacation.
Yeah. I didn't even. How much? Oh my golly, bits. Sorry. I just. What the? Okay, sorry. I don't be. People. Oh, right. Yeah, I assume it's an important mission thing. I don't even know how much bits are. Bits are just insane. Like, you just give money to people with bits? Golly. You know? Freaking during the thing, somebody donated it, and I'm like, how would I can't react? TJ? Are you there?
Whoa. Yeah?
Okay, I see. No reaction. Alright. It's not like I'm insecure or anything.
What do you mean? What did I miss? I zoned out. I'm in my head right now.
Oh, never mind. Don't worry. Be in your head. I get it.
No, don't tell me. Get me out of my head, quick. It's dark.
Alright, so bits. People can cheer bits, which is monies, and like they gave monies, and it's like the frick is monies. I can't react because everything's happening.
Oh, that's so lovely. Shout out.
Oh, thank you. That's the response I was waiting for.
Who's your bit? Who's your bit dealer?
Fish stick.
Oh, fish stick.
Yeah.
Thanks, fish.
Fish.
Fish. I really like your Nina drawing. Like, I love the tails. It's so much fun.
I'm so glad I remembered to do. Oh, yeah, I guess you used all 3 of them, didn't you?
I have one more left. I'm gonna use it to heal Mr. Goes.
Aww.
Yeah.
I gotta remove the tails though.
But they look so cool.
Yeah, but you used them. I gotta make it accurate.
Okay.
I know, they're great. I can always remake them. Listen, my art's gonna get slowly better and better. Maybe.
I hope I don't get framed for this somehow. This looks really bad for everyone.
Listen, you have a fake self. You can explain it.
I could just justify that, like, oh, you killed Kamshi and then stole her gun to put those bullets there. Oh, gosh.
I think Kamshi's gun disappears.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Also, this dude did not know how to play Kamshi. You want to know why?
Why?
He shot twice with a Gatling gun. Was like, this is worthless. Kamshi's Gatling gun is like powerful. Like, after the first turn, you can make more than just 2 attacks.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so like he did not understand how to play Kamshi as a person. I'm kind of afraid that he still exists somewheres.
He does. He's puppeting. I think it's remote controlled.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I really hope the energy. Oh, welcome back.
I'm back.
We got bits from fish sticks.
The energy beam did stop, right?
Yes, it is dead. That was a kill. That was literally a failed crit save death.
Oh, good. I don't have to. I wanted to be dramatic and double tap, but I think I'll be more conscious. No, she will double tap. I think she's gonna stomp the chest of the body as the head is rolling away.
It
She wor-
feels like stepping in mud.
is everything is the illusion deteriorating?
It looked less like an illusion and more like a really intricate clay thing. It's starting to grow yellow, like a viscous puke-like yellow,
Oh gosh.
as within moments there is a darkness operative that enters the chamber undetected.
Kamshi, where are you? I pick myself up, take a deep breath, and I say, the sun has not abandoned this alliance. And I'm going to action. I can't do am I able to do 2 spells at once? Can I do 2 healing words in one round, action and bonus action, or no?
Sorry, what do you... we've actually been nerfed from spells of...
Okay.
Sorry, you want to... Which spells do you want to cast?
I just want to do healing word for action and bonus action.
Yes, we've actually been trashed to not be able to do that anymore.
Like base rules now, only
It's...
cantrips and spells now in a round.
Yeah.
What about
Which is
concentrations? What are concentrations
double
like?
concentration still apply.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, cool. Um,
Surface just trying to kill us even faster.
um, I want to know if this works. So this is a little bit for TJ too. My clone is going to go up to the feet of Goes and humbly, not making eye contact, like still revering, lays its hand on it to try to use Kitsune Tengoku Ki to be able to heal it for a D4. I don't know if it's able to do that, but I would like to try.
Interesting.
What?
It does not actually transmit.
Oh, I can only heal myself with Kitsune Tengoku Ki? Or just in
No,
general?
you should be able to. I don't think you're able to use it through the clone,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool.
which is
And that,
interesting.
which is interesting, because I guess it's a distinction between spells and key effects, I guess. But yeah, that would have been really cool, though, huh?
It would have been. I was hype.
In that case, it will bonus action healing word, um, +5 for a round. Yay, good. And sorry, it burns. Yeah, and then for the final one, it will burn a tail to upcast. So 2d4. I guess we both burn a tail, really.
I guess it's an illusion.
May the You will never run out of kindness from the sun. And heals for additional 9. And that's with that final sentence, my entire shifter form fades as well. And I kind of just fall to my knees in the wreckage, in the mess, at the feet of Goes, in shock, in a way, or just trying to make sense of it all.
Nina, did the golem say anything to you before it died?
That I was a fool. Why would I be protecting this god? And said it was... I recognized something about me.
weak to authenticity.
Did you just say women are weak to authenticity?
The Golan are weak to authenticity.
Oh.
Wow, this darkness member is misogynistic. Damn.
Who is this person right now? TJ's asking.
He's the member you don't know personally. He doesn't operate directly here. I think he operates up north based on what he's wearing.
I'm inside checking. This is the most horrifying thing she's had experienced. She's had to kill one of her best friends, and they could just be anyone. 16 insight check. She's not trusting.
He's not very sympathetic. He seems a lot more meticulous. He definitely does not like the thing that he calls a Golan. It's not Golem, Golan, like as in
Oh, Golan.
pen.
I get up from my knees and just holding the sides of my arms. Who are you?
My name's Tamashi. I came because you called.
Did you go get more backup?
I sent my familiar to inform the rest. You were fortunate that I was able to hear. These caves do wonders for mitigating sound.
I'm gonna need some proof that you are who you say you are. Step away from the body, please. I can't have anyone tampering with the evidence.
Flashback to stepping on the corpse.
I'm allowed.
Tears
Yeah,
open
I know.
He tears open his shirt.
Oh gosh.
Tamashi is mainly dressed in black. It's very hard to see his face. But you can tell it's a long-faced. He's long-faced. On his chest, it looks like he has a holy symbol engraved into it. Not like tattoos, like a metal symbol is literally shoved through his chest. And it seems to be a religious symbology of the sun.
I just very kind of like very scrutinizing it. I go up and touch it. I touch his chest for a religion check, though, guys. It's just a religion check. Do I still have advantage? I don't think so, right? No, that's for an hour, isn't it?
That's a while. You didn't get it?
Yeah. Natural 20. I'm caressing this man's chest and also inspecting it for religious purposes.
You've gotten like so many natural 20s.
No
I
way.
know!
There's no way this man could actually be a demon. The symbol would kill him. There's no way this man could be a spirit. It's silver. This man has engraved his entire body, not just his chest, but you can tell from little stubs on his arms. He is a walking holy symbol.
Okay, that's kind of
Damn, boy be cray.
kind of like hot. That's pretty metal.
Now you. Now who you say you are.
I'm all out of spell slots. I'm all out of channel divinities. I'm all out of everything except cantrips. What would suffice? I owe you no spectacle, but I do have my holy symbol here.
My senses did not smell anything demonic off of you. Only the golem there.
Paladin, what is demonic? Damn.
Remind me of your name once more.
Tamashi.
And what temple do you hail from, Tamashi?
The wastes.
Do I know that one? Is that the one where Pio's from?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm so good at this lore stuff, guys. This is fun. Forgive me, student of Pio.
Is my mother.
I bow even deeper. Forgive me, son of Pio and son. I've brought that thing. I brought this golem into the presence of not only Goes, but your mother as well. And I wasn't able to discern any of its deception until its final moments, when it sent its bullets, in the form of my friend, into the chest of Goes. It continued.
Golem are clever but rare.
I've never heard of such things. How do you learn? Never again. It's going to happen to me never again. My fists are clenched, and she's fighting back tears.
Golem are weak to authenticity. I have learned this through experience. They come fairly rarely, and no one knows where they come from, or how they form. There's been only one other golem reported in this region, beyond the one that we see now, and the one that I have slain many moons ago.
I know I'm already in a love triangle, but like, sorry, this.
The golem,
Sorry, go ahead.
if you wish to know how long their duplicity lies, look not back for 100 or so years. A golem was once in control of portions of Becky Durai. A golem by the name of Sanson.
No way. That's the yellow ooze.
They do not appear rare when you look for them, but they are. It would be best not to suspect everyone of being one. They can read the surface thoughts, not cognitively, of your mind.
What?
They try and project their image based on what you know of them. One of the easiest ways to find a golem out is to surround them with people who share different ideologies or different memories of a person. They will try and embody all of them or simply one. That is why they will avoid people, but stay close to a few. They become what you want them to become, whether you don't know it. Neither do they.
Is there any chance that these forms are simply just possessed puppets? He referred to this form as a puppet. My biggest fear is that I killed nothing. I killed something inconsequential. That there is another out there.
The only one who can control demons like that is a warlock.
There's that word again. That's TJ saying that.
Someone who makes a pact with the demon for service. They control them like puppets. In exchange for great power, they too damn themselves to being a demon.
I have much suspicion that there may have been a warlock at play here then. As favored as its piece in the game this may have been, I would not be surprised that they have more.
This information should be reported to superiors. Let us remove and dispose of the body. And leave the sleeping god to recover.
Perhaps it could be studied? If there is a puppet master at play who is able to see through the eyes of this golem like a familiar and speak through it like a familiar, there's a large chance that our operation has been compromised. It's because of me. Let's get to it. I don't have the capacity to PC mode everything else,
Nope,
but
we're going to be doing the time skip.
yay.
Some major pieces of information just to go over. You said you had to go at 12 o'clock, eh?
Yeah, Bow. I'm okay if you guys. I'm 100% with you guys playing, and like I love watching homework anyway. So if this is definitely Nina's done for the day, 100%. So I don't want to take the opportunity away from you guys actually getting to play. And also, I know you can't answer, but where are you, and why don't you want to come back? I'm so scared. But that's
No,
just
actually, you can answer that.
Oh, okay.
I probably can't answer that. I'm in the Shadow Realm.
Okay.
Ah.
And you're having a good time. You're not answering emails at work, is that it? That's it. Having such a good time.
Kamshi got the impression that Nina was trying to summon her. And the exact thought process was, she's not summoning me because she's in danger. I'm going to purify this dead husk of an area.
Jeez.
Before I leave. Because the balance here is so out of whack, I cannot ignore it.
Wow. Okay.
So you just gotta try again at some point.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spam call her.
No,
Okay.
actually, but yeah.
Nina thinks the stone doesn't work after the 50th
You know,
time.
it's like that was embarrassing. She's so grateful she had a reaction hide because that would have been so embarrassing. Just pointing a rock at someone and just doing nothing. Going through a magical girl transformation, pointing a rock at someone, and then just like the awkward silence. Oh,
The most concerning part about that, which I will apologize again for, you pointed a rock at some guy who's puppeting a familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Is that actually the case, though? Was he puppeting a familiar?
If he could see through the familiar.
Mm-hmm.
You just told him what the rock does.
I told him from the beginning. Yeah.
And
but no, do you know the good thing? I cast this rock thing, it does nothing.
It does nothing.
But to be fair, I told them before we knew anything, before we knew it was an imposter.
But you just proved that it does nothing.
That was the first thing that the Kamshi clone did. It was like, hey guys, do you have magical items? And I said, yeah. Remember? You helped me identify it. This summons people. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They already know. We're compromised.
Yeah, we are compromised. Well, I'll have to disappear here at probably like 12:30. So, let's pop over to Rue for. Let's do some recappy stuff and then pop over to Rue.
Aye aye.
Rue.
Cloud, is most definitely a friend. Well, an ally? Someone you know. But overstaying your welcome there did not feel right to Ryu.
Yep.
As much as they weren't really taking up time or space, having a bunch of pseudo-homeless people living in your attic is not very good for sales history.
Yeah, and the main reason I was staying there was because,
The amount of attention that Ryu has been getting over the last couple days, however, has been both beneficial and very hindering. It seems like his conversation with Ragoth definitely did come to fruition of what Ragoth said it would. He had fallen into your trap whether you knew you laid one or not. Simply by interacting with him. Odamu had gained a large amount of interest from the eyes of the town. This would have been nice, and Ryu wasn't entirely, completely out of the loop as to avoid getting Porter Robinchild into the view of people.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean he went out of his way to purposely always keep him out of the way. If anything, it was very hands-off. He just made it a slight semi-conscious thought. Those words Ragoth said, he was not a liar. Well, he could be. But not for something like that. Thankfully enough, Ryu's fooding skills also landed him a small bit of payment to rent out a building, a space to actually train in, and to support
Wow, he just makes bank.
the growing amount of people. It's more of a trade, less of money.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
For Porter, who Ryu now knows is properly Roman, and doesn't like calling him Porter anymore because that's just a fake name. That's just kind of, redundant at this point.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Does not really have an aptitude for much. There was an attempt to train him on understanding the basis of how he sees his body, but he sees it perfectly fine. He just fails when it comes to using it. A weird sort of body dysphoria is not what Roman has. But despite how skittish he can be, he does have a knack for talking to people.
Honestly,
Yeah,
making him into a
way.
charismatic leader is probably, like, more important.
He doesn't go out of his way to talk to people. Most of the time he has to be engaged with to speak. But not many people dismiss and walk away from him very quickly. He seems genuinely interested in them. From Rio's own experience, he probably should never learn how to use a weapon. He's one of those people who probably could, and probably really wants to. But not like he is right now. He's the kind of people who unfortunately needs a bit of trauma in his life before he really, truly grasps the understanding of a means to defend oneself. A cruel thought, but a true one. For some people, no matter how hard they try, they won't understand until it's thrust in front of them. Ragov proved that almost in a sitting. When he was confronted with a direct statement that he believed in, Roman had the courage to respond. Then there was the question of how to get him to make that growth without subjecting him to horrible torture or torment.
Yeah.
How to force him to grow without actively doing something that could be classified as less than ideal.
Shoot him with arrows. That's how Odamu trained.
With a surprise appearance, Ryu was shocked to see a certain person enter his dojo.
Oh my goodness, is it Strike, Ara, or Premium?
It wasn't really his dojo, but it definitely was someone who raised attention for no one besides Ryu. It was none other than Gakuatsu.
Hey, Gakuatsu, you should move him closer to everyone so I don't have to, like, bend the screen sideways to have him on it. Thank you.
Ryu!
Huh! Sorry, I need to get the voice right. Huh! Show me your moves! Huh! Gaku! Do I call him Gaku?
I mean, pet names are just kind of a joke between the two of you. It's not actually a real thing that you call people. It's more of a just saying a word at the person that slightly involves their name. You've called him Gakuatsu, you've called him Su, you've called him Kua, and at one time you just said at. And very similar. He'll constantly refer to you as Ryu, despite, you know, there actually being a little bit more relevance between the two of you.
Yeah.
There was one time that he called you Muro. And you still don't get that one.
I love it. I'm glad that you made it here. So, he isn't doing the ha. That's me.
It was a little bit of a walk. I'll be fine from that, though. I got to visit the Warrior's Temple, to the mountain range not too far from here. Quite interesting, if I say so. Have you been?
I assume no.
It's like a library. There's no real reason to go to a library. That's a Gakuatsu kind of thing, because he does the knowledge and the power thing, kind of. Odamu would be more interested if there was, like, active training, which there is, but not really. That's not really a thing you can...
Doesn't sound quite my, #1 spot on my sightseeing tour. But did you learn anything interesting there?
Yes, I met a strange, red-haired fella. He told me that some of the first firefighters wore a specific form of garb and actually originated not too far from here. You know, it's a broken town, but Hinla. To the north there was a place called Gridia, or perhaps it was Trenny. Nah, it was Trenny. And
Did you talk
Trenny,
about the Tokana?
no.
Okay.
And Trenny once had a very large fire. And that is the basis of Hinnikin and then Becky Dorian firefighting motifs, such as their armor, their weaponry, and, you'll find this the most interesting, the Volt Spear. I did not know that is where the origin ended up coming from. But the Volt Spear was actually used to reach second-story buildings in order to help put out fires.
Rio's a firefighter. It's because you died in a fire last game. Oh no.
Quite an interesting fact, isn't it?
It is. I wonder if I'd be good at putting out fires.
I think you could do it. Assuming you didn't start them, of course.
The only fires I'm starting is for cooking.
Looking at the faces of your fellow temporary accomplices, I would say the fires of passion are also being quite stirred.
Do you remember the teachings of neutrality?
Teachings of neutrality. Are the ones opposed to balance. I remember a few monks came by from the north teaching of neutrality, but they did not get too far with Master Mary around. There was some sort of conflict, if I remember.
I met somebody who acts in... Oh yeah. Who lives his life and acts in the way of balance. He's one of the generals. He's called Ragoth. I'm not sure if you've heard of him. A very well-known name around these parts.
The name does not immediately come to mind, but I do know of the major positions here. What direction does he take?
He's on the line that to achieve... It's enlightenment, right? To achieve enlightenment, one must perform both acts of good and evil. But never letting it go too much in one direction. I can see why some monks might not like that. After all, if you walk up to them and say, I'm gonna do something evil, most people wouldn't want that around.
Yes, that does have rather tricky implications, but understandable ones. Our interest does not lie within pursuit of evil. But that doesn't mean we don't have a semblance of balance to us.
Nods along to that.
I don't mind the thought, but I don't believe it's something I'm going to pursue myself. And to hear that a major figure actively admits to the pursuit of evil, if only in moderation, that's a little worrying.
Kind of like nodding along to that.
I
For the
took
type of
evil
guy
at
he
one
is, it's actually a bit more relieving. Is it a half-breed the right term? Demon-touched?
You could call him a half-breed.
He's half
Most
demon.
people are a lot more curt about it.
Never mind. Oh,
Most people are not
I guess there's a lot of people around right now.
He's one of them reject kids.
He's got white hair, after all.
I see. I guess that kind of principle would make sense, especially for someone of that nature. Those who...
I definitely plan to talk to him again sometime. If you're ever interested, I can probably bring you along.
I would be very interested to hear the thoughts of such a renowned individual. Besides, there was a pact between the masters of our temple. Difference in ideas can breed many of different progress. Although it became rather inconvenient at times. I do believe we would have something to learn of him. And to say,
Nods along to that.
I'm not terribly surprised that you were able to meet with such a renowned individual. I assume it was on bad context, turned good.
You thought I was an assassin.
Oh. That sounds like your notorious bad luck, does it not?
I wasn't even able to land a single hit on him. Well, it felt like it did, but no damage went through.
A rather powerful force, is he? Well, you would
Give
have
me
to
a
have a
couple more
sort of
rounds,
strength.
and I might have been it. I was on the verge of discovering his weakness.
What an interesting thing to learn. The weakness of one who apparently looks to have none. How do you fight that which has no damage?
I wasn't
Perhaps
gonna
that's
try
where
and
you have to look. That is where observation is key.
definitely. Yeah. I wasn't gonna try and choke him out, especially because I thought it was a duel.
I think that was a good choice. I never liked the option of choking one's opponents down. It never felt quite right to me.
Oh, damn, I can agree with that sentiment. That being said, did you get the... Did you get any messages of why I wanted to see you?
I was told that I was going to be picked up from the Sun Temple, but decided to walk instead. I did not have much reason to stick around there, the one near Yoroshiro's scar's mouth. But I heard not of what you were requesting.
Is there a back room?
It is outside.
Let me take you there to show you. Doesn't want to pull out his, Spear of the Cold North in front of everybody.
By the way, I'm actually a super cool guy.
Hey, humble brags, that's what it's all about.
Reaching out back. It's rather nice out here. Not too hot, not too cold. A little bit glazed with a wind, but out of eyesight.
A while back, we were up near, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Oh, what's the name called? We were near Tokana, and visiting inside one of the sacred lands, when some sort of powerful magic went off. I'm pretty sure that's when it happened, but something happened. Summons the Spear of the Cold North. He's aware of what the Spear of the Cold North is, I assume, of connected to my soul.
Gakuatsu's pretty up to date.
I did some meditation and prayer. No, sorry, not prayer. I did some meditation and figured out that something seems to be missing, or a void. Trying to meditate on it, to heal the wounds, ended up making it spread more.
This is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Or even heard of. This sort of void. Do you mind if I take a closer inspection?
Yep, absolutely. I don't know what you need to fix it, whether or not you need to have the other spear as well. Or have your, does that spear have a name, the wooden spear? The vault spear?
The spear.
The vaulting spear? Signature wooden spear of the Agile?
That's what it is. It's a wooden spear of the Agile.
I don't know if you'd need the wooden spear of the Agile to fix it, or something along those lines.
It appears almost as if it's corroding, but unlike rust, it doesn't come off. Like a heavy corrosion. I can't say I've ever forged with metaphysical weapons before. As he taps the end with a light nail.
If anyone's able to do it, I know it's you.
At the moment, all I have is ideas. But I think that one of the best ways to start is by visiting an old friend. You remember, not too while ago, there was someone from Koyana. They came down to the temple and they were fencing what they claimed to be magical wares. I do believe that they may have better answers on, first of all, how to start resolving this, and what we might need to be able to fix it.
Looks like that might be my next stop on my journey, then. I'd rather not leave this issue unresolved. I think you should come with. As much as I'm sure they might be able to do it, I'd much rather your hands on it.
I would love to be able to see what I can of their work.
Also, I tried to parry a bullet and it dented. Tosses him the other spear.
You tried to parry it. This is very much like you.
I succeeded. And your spear didn't break. But the other one I tried to use did. Immediately.
Wood is a hard thing to repair too. If you were a customer, you would be a rather painful one to deal with.
I'll treat you to your favorite meal. Let's say, how about that?
As a friend, I'm sure you'll pay back in many ways before I even finish my job. Besides, if one was so fixated on keeping debts, life wouldn't really be life, would it? You'd be waiting for a construct. Let us head to Konya together. Repair both spears, and along the way, have the adventure we always wished we would.
Is there anything else I have to do within, frickin' Fu? Fu, it says Fu. The town of Fu. Like, I still need to actually win people over, don't I?
You do? But, I mean, is there any point winning people over if you yourself are in a state that is not broken, but...
corroded.
Exactly. In many ways, Ryu would love to sit here and do politics and stuff all day. But it's kind of feeling a little bit not in his best interest. Not like it's the bad thing to do. He just wants to get on and start experiencing things. And honestly, he's never traveled a terrible lot in the sense of putting his name out there. If he just walks around and does a bunch of cool things for a bunch of people, it may not be as efficient, but it's a lot more Ryu feeling.
Yeah.
He has to let his bad luck make him bump into people. He can't be trying to simply harness it to convenience him in this scenario right now.
Yeah.
He's got to
By the
walk
way,
out into the world, and he's got to encounter a prince or something.
what was that firefighter's name? Or he wasn't a firefighter, right? The one person's name? The redhead?
The
What was
redhead
that
guy.
red
He
guy's?
was, he was just red.
What was that red-haired guy's name? If you remember.
Monose.
Redka?
I never learned his first name. He had a lot of scarring on his body.
Huh. Looks like he woke up then. I think I met him before. Well, met him while he was unconscious.
That must have sounded like a grand adventure.
I'm sorry you missed it. Right. Did I tell you about that shadow person? I feel like this is like Fade to Black, get him caught up and be bros.
Yes.
Perfect. This is where we're wrapping up, I assume. Oh. I haven't paid for customer tape. Oh, stretching. Another shorter episode. It works out. It works out.
It does, and we got a lot of micros. We didn't learn any math. Like, I mean, we solved the Camshi.
There was no big things, such as, like, figuring out who the spy was, or, like, that people are fake. None whatsoever.
None at all.
Golly gee. Alright, oh. Oh, golly. Oh. We split the party like a nerd.
We did, and Nina didn't die. Also, that dude didn't even pop up Wild Shape again, and I am humored greatly by that.
Oh, they did, like, your imposter didn't know how to be you. Because with the gallon gun, the one thing I remember is that if you shoot it for more than one round, it fires a lot faster.
Yeah, more bullet per bullet.
Yeah. I don't think you really realize that.
Goddamn useless piece of junk. I'll just use magic.
Yeah, I think
you wanna
that's
know what
legit it.
You want to know what actually is the smart decision there?
What's that?
You can actually set it up so you use both.
Yeah, he did not know how to play you.
And
how's it really? Oh, also we can get rid of the fake Kamshi one.
the
The mustache and top hat can go away.
I really like your ghost photo.
Honestly, the ghost photo turned out way better than I expected it to. Apparently, I've always been a mediocre childish drawer.
You have a very good imagination.
The skills have not improved in the slightest, though.
We just gotta do the art day every day.
Art day every day.
That's Goes, by the way. You know, Fairburrows from Forever. That's Goes. This is Goes. This is what Goes looks like. Goes is just a five-eyed, crazy skeleton wicker man thing with a component pouch and a cane. Oh man,
an empty component pouch.
Khaldun was ripping off Goes with his scepter stick.
Oh golly.
What a nerd.
I would not have imagined this for like the Egyptian game.
This is the Egyptian god, the god of eternal service. No, because the god of eternal service was projected to us as a symbol rather than an entity.
Right.
But I mean, same dude.
Yeah.
This is, however, this is like him manifesting like on home turf. I don't imagine he looks like this everywhere else. He could, though. He very much could. Crazy, man. Crazy man goes. Like, seriously. But this is a lot more fitting for Nononoke.
Oh yeah. Any last minute nonsense before I end the stream?
I will do a partial recap of what we covered this episode.
Him for the TJ homework.
For the homework. I mean, he's gonna find more, but
whatever. It's a nice wrap up. Also, by the way, I do want to admit that while Nina was talking seriously with the sun dude, I was just slowly animating like the hand rubbing his stomach still. Like I never stopped that. Like it was just my headcanon that she never stopped feeling his abs.
didn't even ask his attractiveness.
Oh my goodness, you're right. What is his attractiveness? Oh, it's too late.
So, some things we learned this episode. After we got Nina and friends back to the Darkness headquarters, obviously, we were bringing a clone to the Darkness headquarters. They're probably going to have to uproot entirely. That's not actually Nina's fault. Nina's going to feel like it's her fault.
But no, the clone knew where it was.
I don't think the clone knew where it was, but the clone definitely knew more than it was given off.
Yeah.
The Darkness headquarters, one of the whole reasons it's kept more on the secret side is because warding pretty much does not exist except for people who are just really good at looking at things. An alarm.
Yeah.
We don't have any massive casters. Point is, after getting there, Nina was feeling a little wobbly. Not just emotionally, but spiritually.
Yeah.
One of the things that we did pick up on is that her boyfriend, not-so-boyfriend, Leal M, he was pulled away by a gentleman by the name of Frank, who is a very weird person to bring Liam specifically away. He's the Darkness supervisor, but to give you a little bit more context on this man, what we didn't look into, he's like below Barone and Seo. He's still a pretty big dude. I don't know who Frank is, but we know that he is actually rather important within the Darkness operation, and whatever he wants with Liam, he didn't want Nina anywhere involved around. He specifically dragged him off. That could be an interesting point to look at. Walking down the caves, there was the sounds of the caves, which fake Kamshi said is the sounds of the earth. With now knowledge we know, fake Kamshi probably did not actually hear them.
Oh, yeah.
It was because Nina heard them. And Nina figured that Kamshi would hear them, that they were heard. Interesting bit of information. Especially considering we learned that that is a demon. Not only is that a demon, that is the same type of demon as Sanson. When they pulled out their headbands and hippie garbs, we found out that it is a Golan which essentially is a wax demon. There's something similar to that in D&D, I'm pretty sure. I think it's a type of
Yeah.
loth. But in Nononoke, they work a little different from what we understand. And honestly, I kind of like them more.
Yeah, the weakness is being genuine.
Their weakness is being genuine. One of the things, if we look past all the actual pieces of information, not only did they inspect all the magic items, not only did they do all this stuff, the person they ended up choosing to target was Odamu.
Because
They
the
chose
rest of...
Odamu with the amulet. We don't know what that does, but it probably wasn't good.
Oh yeah. I am super glad Adamu never put it on.
They were targeting Odamu with that.
Yeah.
That's pretty sketch. We also know, metagaming-wise, that there is, in fact, something that went under the guise of a fake Nina. Which
I
gives the
assume the sun killed it
implication.
on Pawn Existence.
What I assume is it was made, but it was killed rather quickly because they changed up their
Nina passed the saving throw. Like, the entity existed. Same with, like, because there isn't going to be a Kamshi spring or whatever. Kamshi spring doesn't exist because Kamshi spring was Kamshi winter. It's just Kamshi would have probably changed into spring at some point.
I think it's weird that Kamshi counts as 4 different entities. That's a weird piece of information.
I guess it can be weird, but at the same time, it is 4 entities for a singular person.
That usually doesn't happen, is why I say it's weird.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's usually just one entity shifting between 4 states. So, when you use wild shape, you're the same entity that you always were.
True, but like... it's not wild shape, it's a permanent change. It would be kind of like polymorph. Or true polymorph, sorry. If you true polymorph someone into a dwarf, it's the same person, same thing, but technically a different entity because...
same entity.
Change up. The tags
same
change
entity.
up. Oh, it's the same entity?
If they change from a dwarf to a jalapeno pepper, it's the same entity.
Oh, I figured it'd be different with this context because, like...
with how Kamshi's looking, it's a different entity, not a different state.
Oh, okay,
with
she
how
swaps between entities.
Works. With how everything else works, it's different state. So state dwarf, state rock, state gnome. Same entity.
Yeah, but like, so Kamshi would not be able to summon like different versions, such as like I can't say this, my bad. This is homework territory and I can't speak about this.
Yeah.
Sorry,
the punchline is Kamshi should be changing states. For some reason she's changing entities. And that's weird.
Yeah. Meaning she might be able to be split.
Which is concerning.
Which, yeah, it's weird.
That is really concerning. Some other things we learned. This guy, we know he's not the only son of Hayo. Tamashi. He's got a long face, he covers himself in blacks, he has symbols engraved into him. We know he's not the only kid, because we know that Pio had a kid that they literally just named Sun.
Yep. It makes sense they would have multiple kids.
It does, but I mean, it's just interesting to know. So we weren't filled in on that. Tamshi, however, is actually most likely also a sinner.
Eh?
He encountered one of these creatures beforehand. He made it very clear of that. But he made it seem, at least I thought so. Homework could bring it up. I felt as if he didn't start worshipping the sun until afterwards, and he went hardcore extremist to kind of repent for something he screwed up in the past.
Okay.
I was getting that kind of feeling off of him.
To be fair, if your parents are crazy about the sun, you're less likely to be crazy about the sun.
Yeah. I think what ended up happening is he encountered the demon when he wasn't very sun attuned.
Became a
And
paladin.
he learned.
afterwards.
He implied he learned about the demons the hard way.
Yeah.
Is the implication that he learned about it the hard way. And we'll probably never see him again, but he's nice to know he exists.
Yeah, he's gonna be protagonist. He's gonna be Nina's third love interest.
Retka is already awake, and he's already doing things.
Yep.
More specifically, where's he located right now?
One temple area.
In the Great Library named directly after Yoden.
That's like near the mountain area. Yeah, Yoden, yeah.
It's the monument graveyard-y kind of temple zone thing.
Yeah, in the center.
Mm-hmm. That's just interesting. Because I was pretty sure the Darkness were trying to keep him rather stationary. To act
Unless he's
as a...
stationary up there.
to make him act as a form of, like, reputation building.
Which, you know, Great Library, a lot of tourists.
I'm just hoping he's not spying on us. I mean, it would be nice if he was spying on us, because he's probably actually a pretty great person to spy on us.
Why would he spy on us?
Because
Hmm?
from what we've been implied, the Darkness is a lot more cutthroat than we gave him credit for.
Yeah, they don't trust us too much.
They don't, and we're walking away with their Roman child. Someone they have a strange amount of fascination keeping in check. I imagine there's someone keeping an eye on us.
Yeah.
Unless they kind of just gave up at Roman for no reason and they started applying other resources.
To be fair, they probably... it felt like Zabuyashi wanted Nina to say Odamu as follow the leader.
Yeah, it was feeling like a couple episodes back that Zabuyashi was trying to get Roman out of the household and for Nina to take responsibility.
It sounds like they wouldn't actually mind Odami taking Roman.
I still feel like we're being watched, and if we're being watched by someone like Redka, I'll take it. It gets into the point of the Darkness are our allies. They're not our friends.
Yeah.
They're here to support us, but they're not as hoity-toity as they once looked.
Yeah.
Especially considering
Stretch.
whether they meant it or not, they did technically have a threatened position for Roman.
Yeah.
They instilled fear, and if you look at it in one way, how do they know what Roman looks like day to day? They shouldn't have seen this kid since he was 7. So how do they keep getting updated photos of him? The thought process was it's the darkness who's handing out photos to town of what Roman looks like to keep him in check.
Yeah, and there has been spies. It literally said there's been spies.
Yeah, like Ragoth has noticed that there's been
He
darkness
knew about
present.
a darkness member trying to assassinate him because the spies told him so.
The question is, spies in the darkness? Or spies that have been caught, who were darkness?
Yeah.
Because spies in the darkness is a lot worse.
Mm-hmm. But, like, that's one way to have the, Yeah, revealed faces.
That's one way. The other way is the darkness quite literally just selling out his photo just to make sure he doesn't run off too far.
I mean, Odamu's picked up, oh, he needs trauma, so they might have just been trying to traumatize him. Oh, I think food's ready. I'm gonna end stream, okay? Food, I take it? Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, let's call it in there. Alright, everybody. As the
Thanks for
internet
coming by.
said,
You wanna know what's funny? Not stressing.